Michael Schumacher, the seven-time world champion, is a household name in the sport of Formula One. With 2 championships under Benetton and 5 under Ferrari, his legacy speaks volumes. Many believed he still had much to contribute given his vast knowledge and experience. However, tragedy struck during a casual skiing outing in the French Alps, forever altering his life and that of his family. Despite still being alive, updates from close family members, including his brother Ralph, paint a grim picture. There's a tangible fear that we may never witness Schumacher at his former self again. December 29th of last year marked a decade since the accident that struck him. While initially able to walk after the incident, albeit shaken, his condition deteriorated rapidly, leading to his hospitalization in Grenoble. Following his transfer to Grenoble, Schumacher underwent immediate surgery, followed by a second operation during the night. Reports from the German press indicated that the condition of the 7-time world champion had deteriorated significantly. Surgeons had to resort to drilling holes in his skull to alleviate the pressure on his brain. Faced with such dire circumstances, the Schumacher family had to make a decision few would ever want to make: to place their beloved family member in a medically induced coma. Michael remained in this state for 250 days, during which his survival hung in the balance, leaving his family and the world uncertain of his fate. The prolonged coma underscored the extensive damage inflicted on his brain tissue. When Schumacher eventually woke up, it became painfully clear that his life had been irrevocably altered. Unable to speak or move, he retained only the capacity to feel, a cruel irony that rendered him unable to communicate his thoughts and emotions. After his hospitalization in Grenoble, Schumacher was transported to his home in Switzerland, where he has been undergoing recovery since September 2014. His family has emphasized the need for strict privacy, barring any paparazzi or interviewers from entering their home. However, a select few are permitted to visit Michael and share updates on his health with prior consent from the family. Among those authorized to provide updates is his brother Ralf Schumacher, who shared some recent information about the German driver's condition. Reflecting on their shared career, Ralf expressed the emotional toll of Michael's accident, particularly on his children. He recalled how Michael had not only been his brother but also his coach and mentor during their childhood, teaching him everything about karting and motorsports. Despite the 7-year age gap, Michael was always by Ralph's side, imparting invaluable knowledge and skills. Ralph lamented the unfairness of life, acknowledging Michael's previous luck and the stark contrast brought about by the tragic accident. While modern medical advancements offer some hope, Ralph acknowledges that nothing can restore Michael to his former self. Naturally, Schumacher's family's desire for privacy limits the media's knowledge of his condition, including details about his motor skills and coordination. Despite this, statements from Ralph indicate little change in Michael's condition. Ralph isn't the only one providing insights. Former teammate Johnny Herbert, who raced alongside Michael in Benetton during the 1990s, also weighed in. Herbert expressed the dwindling likelihood of Michael's recovery and highlighted the void left by Schumacher in mentoring his son Mick's racing career. He lamented the loss of the father-son bond that could have greatly benefited Mick's development in motorsports. Before the accident, Mick could always rely on Michael for racing advice, but tragically, that dynamic ceased after the skiing incident. Michael Schumacher had a special relationship with his former manager Jean Todt, who recently commented on the current state of the 7-time world champion, noting that he's not the same person he once was. These brief interviews hint that the family appreciates the privacy they've received over the past few years. However, despite efforts to stimulate Michael's brain with innovative methods, such as driving him in a Mercedes-AMG, the old Michael is unlikely to return. This technique, often used in medicine to elicit responses from the brain in patients with severe injuries, underscores the importance of every detail in his recovery. While it's uncertain if these efforts will positively impact Michael's health, such approaches may become more common in the future, as familiar sounds can stimulate his brain. Currently, Michael is under the constant care of 15 doctors, nurses, and assistants, ensuring he receives optimal 24-hour attention. His wife, Corinna, maintains strict regulations regarding visitors to their care facility, prioritizing Michael's well-being. She emphasizes that their daily routines mirror what Michael would have desired. Unfortunately, statements thus far paint a bleak picture for Michael's long-term health. Exciting news awaits Formula One enthusiasts with the release of a new documentary. This documentary promises a rare glimpse into the legendary life of an F1 icon, shedding light on his journey to the pinnacle of motorsport. While it's not going into any details about the skiing accident, considering the family's plea for privacy, it's unlikely we'll gain insights into the aftermath of the accident or Michael's current daily life. It's crucial to respect the family's need for privacy, understanding that this is a deeply personal matter. Michael's departure from Formula One has created a significant gap, particularly in terms of his expertise. During the turbo-hybrid era from 2010 to 2013, Mercedes greatly benefited from his knowledge, aiding their rise to dominance. His replacement by Hamilton marked a shift, leading to Hamilton's subsequent success with the team, clinching 6 championships. Johnny Herbert has highlighted this void left by Schumacher in Formula One, acknowledging its impact. However, he emphasizes that the void felt by Schumacher's family, witnessing his condition daily, far surpasses any absence felt in the sport. Expanding on this topic, Herbert emphasized the significant void that has been felt in Formula One since Schumacher's crash. His accident was a profound shock to everyone involved in the sport, given his long-standing presence and remarkable achievements. Schumacher was not only deeply respected by his racemates, but also served as an inspiration for many current and aspiring drivers. Ask any driver who they admired while growing up, and the overwhelming response would likely be Michael. He played a pivotal role in motivating drivers to pursue their dreams of reaching Formula One. Even in modern times, many drivers draw upon his track performances for motivation, with Max Verstappen being a prominent example. Having a similar mentality to Schumacher, Max's upbringing with his father Jos as a former teammate of Michael in 1994 has instilled in him aspects of Michael's approach both on and off the track. Jos, too, has sought to embody Michael's qualities as a driver and as a person, emphasizing teamwork and striving for excellence within the team structure. Ultimately, Max stands out as one of the few who has successfully integrated Michael's methods into his own approach to racing and life. At present, modern medicine has its limitations, and while there's hope for improvement in Michael's overall health, the outlook remains largely unchanged. Recent statements from Michael's family suggest a less than promising situation. However, this is a matter that will require more time, and if we witness Michael's return to a semblance of his former self, the entire Formula One community will be immensely grateful to those involved in his care and recovery. Comment your thoughts about Michael's situation, and don't forget to subscribe for more Formula One insights.